no amount of makeup is going to make your nose smaller, fix your acne, and take away all your imperfections. If you're looking for makeup skills to perform plastic surgery on your face, move along because this video is not for you. However, if you're looking to up your makeup game, if you're looking to get better at doing your own makeup, stick around. You might learn a thing or two, because in this video I'm going to break down simple steps, things that I've learned over the years that have made it easy for me to do my makeup. And makeup at its core is about enhancement. It's not about changing what you look like. It's about enhancing what's already there. My name is Lucky, and if it's your first time here, welcome to this video. Stick around, learn a thing or two, say hi in the comment section, and hopefully if this is your type of vibe, you'll stick around. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, you cannot tell me that that's not a look. I mean, it's giving classy, it's giving effortless, it's giving I woke up like this. So makeup isn't so hard. I'm going to break down makeup into simple steps that even you at home can do. I'm sure we've all had someone say, I don't like my makeup, or I don't like the way I look with makeup, or this is the most common one, I look so different with makeup. I'm sure we've all had this at one point or another when it comes to makeup. But makeup in its truest form is about enhancement. It's not about changing your features. It's just about improving what's already there. When you're doing makeup, it's about improving the things that you like and concealing the things that you don't like very much. I hope that makes sense. So before you get into makeup, look at your face. What are the features that you like? In my case, I like my eyes. I like my to be honest, I'm biased because I like almost every part of my face, but I like my eyes because I get a lot of compliments about them. I like my smile. So I try to make my lips look good because I want to accentuate that. So when you're doing makeup, look at the features you like and the features that you don't like very much and probably you'd like to conceal. Now, this could be your skin. I also don't have perfect skin. I just try to maintain it and use the right products on it. And this is a very key thing for you to note. When you're doing makeup, I want you to remember that makeup isn't going to fix your acne. Makeup isn't going to change your bone structure. If you're looking for a video that's going to do plastic surgery on your face, this is definitely not the video for you. The thing about makeup that I wanted to make clear at the beginning of this video is that makeup is about enhancement, not changing. Hope that's clear. So a very important thing before we go into the makeup video is that take care of your skin, because no amount of makeup is going to conceal your acne, because the more makeup you put over, especially if it's very big cysts or acne that's very noticeable, no amount of makeup is going to cover that up. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that's not going to happen. So take care of your skin, because even before I do my makeup or anyone else does their makeup, do your skincare. Make sure you've done your skincare. Give it about 15 minutes or 10 minutes before you apply the makeup so that the skincare products can get into your skin. And then when you've done that, you get into the makeup. So without further ado, let's do that. I have oily skin, so I use a primer that's for oily skin. So that's very important. You need to know what type of skin you have. If it's dry skin, you get a primer for dry skin. If it's oily skin, you get that. And if you have normal skin as well, you get a primer that's suitable for that. So a lot of people think that makeup is a one size fits all. That's not the case. Some people do not need foundation to do their makeup because their skin is already perfect. They're not perfecting anything. They're not concealing anything. So if you have skin that is that perfect, you don't need a lot of foundation, or you don't need foundation at all. You find people that use only a concealer or that, and I think some of us have seen this with Hailey Bieber. This is a popular celebrity that doesn't do a lot with her face because her skin is close to perfect, so she doesn't need all that, all those products, too many products and stuff. So makeup is not a one size fits all. It's about figuring out what you want to highlight and what you want to conceal. So for me, I want to conceal my dark spots, any imperfections that I have, discoloration and all that. So I'll go in with a foundation. Now, sometimes it's hard to find a foundation that is perfect for you. Getting the shade match sometimes is hard. Sometimes you're lucky and you'll get the exact shade match, but if you're not so lucky, sometimes you'll have to get two foundations, mix them and get the foundation that you need. But in most cases, you'll be able to find a foundation that suits your shade. And you have to note that there are different undertones. If you have a warm undertone, you need to get a foundation that's suitable for a warm undertone. If you have a cool undertone, you need to get a foundation that is good for that. So I'll go in with foundation. So when I use these two foundations and I mix them. In this video, I just want to debunk the whole thing about, oh, makeup is so hard. Oh, makeup is about telling lies. You're lying to us. You're deceiving me, whatever. No, makeup in its truest form is not about changing so much about yourself. It's just about enhancing what's already there. At least in my book, that's what makeup is. What I do is I get my two foundations on my hand. I don't know if you can see that here. And then I mix them. And I go in with the foundation, focusing on the areas that I want to conceal. Contrary to popular opinion, you don't need that much product. To be honest, if you need more than 1 or 2 pumps of foundation on your skin, you probably shouldn't be applying foundation on that skin, because it's probably because you have acne that's too bad, or you have an irritation that's going on that's too bad. If you need more than 1 or 2 pumps of foundation, something is wrong. You don't need that much foundation because you're going to layer other products over it. And the more you layer other products, the more it highlights your imperfections. It highlights the texture on your skin. So let's get into it. So we go in with the foundation. I'm sure you can see I'm using the foundation. Sometimes you can go in with your fingers. I like using a foundation brush. It's actually a recent thing I've started doing. I find that it's easier and it helps me to do it more evenly. So as you can see, I'm trying to conceal the spots on my skin. Use as much product as you need. But the key is you don't want to be too heavy-handed. Another thing I wanted to talk about is that makeup is different for different occasions. People look at makeup like it's the same. No, I could wake up one day and not do my eyebrows, but still apply some other kind of concealer or foundation or blush or sun tint. That is still a kind of makeup in its own way. It doesn't mean that every time you have to wear makeup it has to be a full face bit. No, there's makeup for editorial shoots. There's makeup for a simple day. Maybe you're even just staying home and you just want to look put together, so you do your makeup, or a work makeup routine where you don't want to stand out too much at work, but you still want to look good. And makeup is all about just looking better, making yourself look better, well put together. It doesn't always have to be a full face bit every single day of the week. So keep that in mind as well. I like to put foundation over my eyes as well, just to give myself a clean slate. Another thing that foundation does is that it gives you a clean, like, kind of canvas. It's like you're just making everything. You're giving yourself a clean surface to work with. So, and another thing that people forget is going into the crevices. You know, like your nose, you need to go in there. You need to blend your foundation in well so that people don't see that this is where the foundation starts and then it stops here. You need to do a very good job when you're blending in your foundation. So keep in mind that this is a very beginner friendly video. So I'm not going to do anything too complicated that you couldn't do it at home. This is something that you can do at home. These are steps that can help you do your own makeup at home. After doing your foundation, now we go into, usually I'll do my eyebrows after doing my foundation, but since I did them off camera, we're going to skip that step because I did my eyebrows already. Eyebrows take a lot of time to do, so I opted to do them off camera. But after that, when you've done your eyebrows, now after you've concealed whatever, you put the foundation, now you look at your face again. What's still showing on my face that I want to improve? Now, as you can see, under my eyes is a bit dark. So I want to slightly improve that. And another thing I want to debunk about makeup is that it's not going to fix everything and make you look like a doll. I'm sorry to say this, but a lot of makeup artists use filters and they make people believe that that's what makeup looks like. But in actual sense, that's not what makeup looks like. There is texture. The skin has texture. There's different imperfections that you have that you can't conceal with makeup. So that's another thing I want to debunk in this video, that makeup is not meant to make you look like a doll. Your imperfections are still going to show a little, but you look a lot better with it. Since this is an everyday look, I'm going to go in with a concealer, but this concealer is very close to my foundation. So it's not going to highlight a lot because I'm not looking for that effect. But if you're going, let's say for a dinner, you're going out and you want to have kind of like you want the makeup to have a bigger effect, then you usually go in with a lighter concealer. But this is light, but not so much lighter than my foundation. So I'll go in with that. And another thing, you don't need that much concealer as well. So I'll put this. A little goes a long way. Now, someone might ask, what's the use of concealer? What's the use of highlighter? Naturally, your face isn't uniform. Your face isn't a blank sheet that's just the same color. Your face has areas that light hits, areas that are darker. So when you're contouring and highlighting, you're trying to bring back that dimension to your face. You're trying to bring back that color. You're trying to bring back the color that you concealed with the foundation. I hope that makes sense. You let it sit for a bit. You don't go in immediately. You let it sit for a bit. And then while I do that, sometimes I'll do my eyes. But today I'll do my concealer first. I'll go in with a beauty blender. Just to blend it out a bit. And you can always go just over your eyes, just to make it uniform. And as you can see, my under eyes look a lot better now. They're not perfect, but they're a lot better. Keep in mind that I haven't gone into the details of color correcting and then all that. And this is a very simple makeup look that even you can do at home right now. I usually like to go in with my liquid blush at this point. And this liquid blush, I've had this for some time. I need to get a new one actually. I know there's a lot of black people think black people don't need blush, but I don't know, I beg to differ. I think we need blush because there's a way foundation takes away all the color from your face that you need some blush to bring back that color. Well, I know what most people think about when they think about blush is these pink red cheeks and all that. It doesn't have to be that harsh. It does not have to be that harsh. You just have to find a blush color that suits you so well that it's not that harsh, and you don't have to be heavy-handed with blush. A little goes a long. I know there's an image, I'm going to put it up here. I think that's the image you have in your mind when you think about blush, but that's not it. Blush. just a little bit here. I like to apply it in an upward, so to snatch my face, like to pull up my face. So I apply it in an upward motion. Go in with a brush. Sometimes you might think, oh, I need a lot of money to have makeup products, all those products that they're using and all that. When I tell you how long I've had this brush for, I can't even begin to tell you, because I've had this brush for I think I've had this for like 3 years. Makeup will serve you for a long time, especially if it's quality products and you get them from the right place. They'll serve you for a long time. So it's not something that you need to worry about that, oh, it's so expensive, I can't invest in this. The initial investment might be quite a bit, but in the long run, it's not that much, because you use your makeup for a while. So, you see? I'm going in. Blush is so scary for most people, and I don't understand that. Look at how pretty that is. I haven't even blended it out well, but just look at how that brings some color into your face. Oh wow. Anyway, so go in. I like to use the brush over my nose just a bit for some dramatic effect. It just makes it seem more natural, that because when someone blushes in real life, you don't blush in only the cheeks. Sometimes you'll blush, the whole face will turn red, or your nose will turn red, or your ears will turn red as well. So just to make it a little bit less dramatic, I like to put a little blush on my nose. It's coming together. You can see it's not that much makeup, but it's making a difference to your face. It's making you look better, younger even. So recently I was watching a clip on TikTok, and I think if you're Ugandan, you know this. It's a reality TV show. It's Vibes and Visas, and I think the girls were having an argument, and they were saying, "You're old." One of the girls called out the other one for being old, and I thought to myself, and I'm like, if the only insult you have to say about someone is that they're old, you need to dig deeper, girl, because that means you looked at her and there's nothing you can say about what she looks like. You looked at how she dresses and there's nothing you can say about that. It just means that you're intimidated in every other way except the fact that you think she's older, which you're going to get as well. So for me, age has never been an insult to me, and I don't think it should be to anyone, because I think the real flex for me when I watched that clip, the real flex in that moment for the other girl that was insulted is that by the time you get to her age, will you look as good as she does or even half as good as she does? So I think when you are insulting someone based on age, it's very low and it's very unclassy. And anyway, that's besides the point. We'll get into some translucent powder. Now, usually some people like to put the powder before they do the blush and everything, but for me, I like to put my powder at this stage, because one thing I've learned about the under eye is that no matter how well you do your placement, in some capacity, it's going to crease. It's going to crease. I don't know. I've not seen makeup that's so perfect that your under eye products will not crease. So for me, I like to put my powder after my blush to set the concealer and the blush in place. This is the powder. Try not to be heavy-handed as well. And then you go in under your eyes. See? And I like to let that sit there for a while. Just let that sit there. But I don't know if some people still bake, but if you're looking for a dramatic effect under the eye, it's a good idea to bake. You just put a lot of powder and you leave it there. One thing about makeup, why makeup shouldn't be that difficult. Make it as playful as possible. Make it as easy for you to do as possible. Makeup is about being playful. It's about being artistic. It's not that serious. There's nothing, someone shouldn't tell you, oh, you can't do this, oh, you can't do this. No, experiment with different things, different colors, different eyeliners, different kinds of lashes, different things. Makeup is about being playful. It brings out a playful side of you. Like, remember when you were a little girl and you were playing with all these different things around the house and all that? That's what makeup is for a grown-up lady, if I would say that. It's just a time when you can be playful, you can experiment with different things, and over time you master a routine that actually works for you, that you don't need to think so much about it. You just get up in the morning, do that routine, do your makeup, and it's the same every day. So makeup is about being playful. So it's not that serious. So just play around. I'll go in with this brown shade here, right here. Good. See, just here. You see how natural that looks? And if that's the look you're going for, this would be enough. Let's say you're going to the office. You don't need more than this. You just need something to bring back some color to your eyes. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of shimmer, just for more effect. So I'll just go in with this eyeshadow here. Okay. This color here. It's just a shimmery brown here. So I'll just go in with that, just a bit. I like to put it in the center of my eyelid. See the effect? I think you can see that, no? So, yep. I like that. I haven't even finished my makeup, but I'm admiring myself. Now imagine the guy outside the door, or the Uber person that's picking you up, or the shop attendant. Oh. I don't know why anyone would choose not to use makeup. Why would you choose to deprive yourself of all this beauty? Like, deprive yourself of all these possibilities. Why? Oh God. Anyway. So after I've done that, see, it's a very simple eye look. There's nothing detailed. There's no creasing, whatever, stuff like that. So once that's done, I want to go in now with some contour, because I don't like to use a cream contour, because I don't know, it's a little bit harsh for me. So unless I'm going out somewhere, I don't use a cream contour. I use just a contour palette. This is the contour palette I use. So I use this contour palette and I use this shade right here. I like this contour palette because it comes with even the directions here on how to do it. So I use this shade. Just pick up a little, because you don't want it to be too harsh. This is a very simple look. So I also like to put my contour higher. The placement is upward. So you see, just put it here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. You can see it. I'm going to put some powder just for dramatic effect. See, I'm just putting some powder for a dramatic effect. I'll just pick up some of that contour powder and I'll put it just underneath because I want to snatch my nose a little bit. I bring it down. And then the excess I put here. Before I do my lashes, I like to go in with eyeliner just to, yeah. Eyeliner helps you to kind of know where to put the lash, and also to, it increases the margin for error. It's not so easy to see any error with your eyelash when you put an eyeliner. So I'm going to go in with an eyeliner. This is also from Maybelline. And then see that? There's an effect already, right? That's not my best work, but it will do. For this video, it will do. So I'll go in with some mascara. And I'll use these lashes here. Ignore the noise in the background. Now someone might ask, why lashes? Why eyelashes? To be honest, if you're going for a natural look, eyelashes probably isn't the best the best way to go about it. But usually eyelashes are just to create that dramatic effect. They add a little, I don't know, like je ne sais quoi. You don't know what it is, but it just, eyelashes, they add something. So if you know, you know. If you've used eyelashes before, they just make your eyes look, they pop. They make your eyes pop more. They have that dramatic effect. So that's why lashes. If you've ever asked yourself, why do people apply false lashes and stuff? It's just, it zhuzhes up the look, if I can say that. You leave this to dry down a little bit. This is the first lash. So you put the mirror just underneath your eye, like this. It takes a while to learn how to put these false lashes. I know professional makeup artists that cannot put false lashes. So practice, practice, practice. So just to compare with the other eye, I hope you see what I was talking about. There's that effect it adds to your eye. So, but it needs to dry down a bit more. Right. Okay. I've done my eyelashes. As you can see, the effect that it has. I'll go in with some powdered blush to add a little effect. So I'll go in with this color here, just a little bit. And again, don't forget upward. The step I like most in my makeup is my highlighter. So I go in with a little bit of highlighter. Notice my placement. Just here, here, a little bit here. So I like the look so far. I haven't done my lips yet, but I'll go in with setting spray. We have a setting spray and a fixing spray. Now, a setting spray blends everything together. You'll see in a minute when I apply this. It makes the makeup come together. It's like that it doesn't, there are no harsh lines. So you just go in with some setting spray. And give it a second and you'll see. As the setting spray sets in, I'm going to do my lips. My lips are quite small, so I like to overline them a bit. Wow. No? I love this shade, especially on light skin. If you're light skinned, it's a very neutral shade. It's really good. I like it. Let's go in with some gloss. I like it already like this. It looks good, no? But let's add a little bit of gloss so that we can zhuzh it up a bit, no? I have no words. Like, I mean, look at the material. Oh God, looks so good. Like, I'm even lost for words. I don't know what to say, but this makeup lip combo always works. This lip combo, I'm even lost for words. I'm lost for words, but this lip combo always slaps. Anyway, you get it. I swear. Look at that. Look at that. And I think you can see what I was talking about when I was talking about the setting spray. Everything has come together and it's just giving, it's giving flawless. It's giving, I woke up like this. It's giving, why are you taking me out for lunch? Like, that's what it's giving. So yeah. So these are I hope I'm breaking down the makeup for you so that it doesn't sound as hard as it's not hard. Doing makeup is not hard at all. Like, look at this, and this was done in like 30 minutes maybe. So just start somewhere, start slowly and pick up, and you'll see that you'll get better and better with makeup. One last step I like to usually do is I do this before, so that the makeup doesn't, I like to do that so that the lipstick doesn't get onto my teeth. Before I forget, I did not bring down my foundation. I didn't bring down my foundation below my face, under my neck, because I'm wearing a turtleneck. But if you're not wearing a turtleneck, please bring down your foundation. Like, bring down your foundation, bring down your powder so that it matches with your face. You don't want to be the person that's standing out of a crowd and your face is like a different part of your body. No, so you want your makeup to be seamless. So remember that. I didn't do that in this video because I'm wearing a turtleneck, but if you're not, remember to bring down your foundation and your powder. Now, I hope everything I shared in this video helped. One thing I want you to keep in mind is that with makeup, it's not one size fits all. So if you learn something, use it to perfect your own makeup skills, because every time you do makeup, every time you practice, you're learning something and you're going to perfect it with your makeup skills. So I hope this video helped, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. If you like this video, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with a friend who you think needs it. As always, sending you my love and endless blessings. Stay fabulous.